Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Just before we start, I'd like to quickly mention that I'll be trying to make videos every 2 weeks and I'll be releasing them on Thursdays. So if you enjoy my content, look out for those days. And yeah, onto the video. Okay, let's get onto the model. And as some of you may know, I have entered this into the LEGO competition Brick Train Awards, which obviously specializes in Lego trains, which I think is very good. So fingers crossed. And now looking more at the model, it is quite a strong build, with probably only one major weak point, which would be these steps on the side, which as you can see have a bit of an interesting technique where you have one of these 1x1 modified with a clip, one of these little hand parts, which isn't really a hand but kind of, and then one of these little 1x1 studs with like a pole connection. And while they're not super weak, like if you touch them they're not going to break off, they do kind of go out of alignment easily. A few nice details that I've added are things like the vacuum pipes made with these levers, the handrails, the horn, more little handrails on the side. And something you may have noticed is that there is no front coupler on the front, despite there being a obvious space for it. That is because there is only, currently on Bricklink, last time I checked, there is only one for sale in Australia. So that makes it a little bit difficult to get another, as despite the person selling it not asking a ludicrous amount, his minimum buy drives the price up a little bit. Moving on, the model is 7 studs wide, meaning that I've had to get a little bit creative to get these wheels centered correctly. As you can see, I've used some jumper plates and tiles. Obviously the color doesn't really matter as they're not seen from a normal viewing. And also to get things like the cow catchers on required a little bit of creativity as well. As you can see, they kind of sit like that. And that part which just fell out sits on the hood, and as I could not find a great way to attach it, it just kind of sits in there like that. While none of the techniques are really that like impressive and different, there are certainly some that probably wouldn't be used by Lego, hence why it's a MOC. Like if I take the roof off to the cab, it's not too difficult, luckily. You can see in there how there's some parts that are just kind of like floating around, like these side windows. If I were to remove this, you could probably just slot them out. And then this back window kind of has a bit of an interesting technique where I use a 1x1 with a Technicolor in it, with a few parts on the side, and then that kind of surrounds this back window bit, just there. Quickly reassemble it. You've also got the cow catchers, which is something that I did change from the original version, which just had the standard Lego buffer piece. While they don't really go down low enough, I think they look fine. And you may have also noticed that the front one is slightly different to the rear one, which is accurate to an extent. I probably haven't depicted it in the best way I could, but I'll put a picture on screen just to show you what I mean. So some things I would like to change on the model would probably be just add the rest of the handrails eventually, and obviously try and get another coupler when I can find one that's available. But yeah, that's about it. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, nothing's perfect. It's a Lego model, and it'd be extremely difficult to get perfect. But I think I'm quite happy with it. It is, I'm pretty sure, at minifigure scale. If I quickly grab a minifigure, there we are. As you can see, he stands at about the size of the door. Maybe the door's a little bit small, but if you use your imagination, I'm sure it will work. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Bit more of a shorter video, obviously, because there's not as much to talk about on this small little build. But yeah, like and subscribe, as it does help support me and encourage me to make more videos. And although it's small, just like to quickly thank you for 50 subscribers. I know that sounds kind of pathetic, but you know, it means something. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.